Hi, my name is Stewart and welcome to my channel. In today's episode we are going to look at blurring the background out. Sometimes you do this in camera, but if you if you don't do this in camera and you have an old photograph or something like that and you want to make the background blur, or if you've been given a photograph or something and you've been asked to blur the background, this is a very good exercise to do. So let's get on with the tutorial and let's begin. Okay, first off, what we need to do is to duplicate. So go Command J. Okay, we're going to call this foreground. And hit return. Okay. So now what we're going to do is to select the background. Go to the select tool and hit select. Okay, so Adobe Sensei has made an okay job of it. There's areas here where it didn't pick it up as a whole image. So what we're going to do is to go into select mask, and we're just going to paint back in. Go to brackets just to increase the size of our brush, or we can go up here and just go paint it back in. Back in, and go to the, just make it move. Hold down the space bar to move it. There's a little area here that we need to fix. Let's make this paintbrush a lot smaller. That's about it. Okay, and with your, you know, to do with your mouse, it'll take a little bit longer. I go Wake on tablet, so I'm just gonna brush in this area. And it's going to, it's just like the, when you do a mask, you know, you get black for taking away and white for bringing it back. Here it's plus and minus. So with the minus key, the minus highlighted, let's go back in and just take a little bit back. Okay, let's move this around a little bit. I hit the spacebar and got the hand. And got up here, and some of the hair. I should hit Alt. There you go. And go over it, and then you get the brush back to minus. And the hair up here. Down here. Okay, just go over a little bit. And there we go. So, there you go. Alright, so normally, up here, minus, go back down again, Alt key again. So normally what we would do, we would go down to new layer, but we don't want to do that, so we want to still keep the selection. So we just go selection, hit OK, and we still got our selection. So we don't want no ghosting or anything. Oops, I missed a little bit. Let's go back in there again. I missed a little bit. Let's do that. Do that. Okay. Let's get back that into there. Okay. So now we don't want to get any kind of ghosting when we blur the background. So what we're going to do here, we are going to go into selection, go to modify, and go to expand. Okay, so we want a fairly decent gap between these two. So, you know, it all depends how you feel. You want to go up to 10 or 6. Alright, let's hit that. So as you can see, there's a good gap here. Alright, that's good. So now we want to go to edit, content aware. Didn't really do a very good job, but never mind. Our subject is going to go in front of this, so hopefully, you know, we won't see any of this, but there you go. So make sure it's on duplicate layer and not on new layer or current layer. Just duplicate the layer. Click OK. So just bring this up above our foreground copy. And there's our image. Okay, so next what we want to do is to go to, we want to make this a mask. We just want to make this a mask. That's our subject. Just have a look at it. Make sure that none of the background that we created has bleeded over our subject. We haven't got any of that haloing going on or anything like that. Otherwise it looks okay. And we still need a little bit of cleaning up around this area. What we can do is go into that, into the mask. Remember that white, grab our brush tool, that white reveals, black takes away. So just increase our brush size, go all the way up here, grab the soft round brush, sure, yeah, looks okay to me. Let's go back here, there are some areas that needed to be fixed. Not much. It's okay. The hair and everything. Some hair around here. Otherwise it looks okay to me. Yeah. Alrighty, that's that done. Right, so what we're going to do next, we're going to file, we're going to go to layers, go to smart object. So whenever you're doing a smart object, it means that it's non-destructive. So you can go back and you click on it, and if you've got one layer or several layers in this folder on the smart object, you can go back and re-edit it to your heart's content. So what we want to go do now. Okay, I see a little bit here that shouldn't have been in. Oops, let's go to black. If you take that out, a little bit that we need to add back in. Okay, so that's okay. Looks fine. Right. So what our next step is to make the background even more blurred. I know it's already blurred, but we just need to make it a bit more so the subject pops out from the image. And by the way, how we do that, so we go over to our foreground copy. So what we need to do is go up to Filter, Blur, Gallery, Tilt Shift. So what we're doing here, we're bringing this, so if we collect the camera, we're standing in front of them. So we want to bring this up to here. So whatever's in this area here is blur. Bring it down a bit. Bring up the increase of the blur. So it gets more and more. But we want this to keep in focus. So we're gonna put another one here. Rotate it 90 degrees. There you go. Bring this one back again. And the more we move it, you see it's now coming back into focus. That's what we want. Bring a bit less down here. So we've got the railings and the steps in front of her in focus. Let's play around. And you see, when we move it up, the more this is in focus, but the rest of it is out of focus. We get that nice blur look. So we can play around with it. Actually pop another one down. Drop another one. Oops. Just cancel that. And we can turn that this way. See what sort of effects we have. Bring it down. Again, move this up. And you can see, we try and keep this part of the image in focus. I don't know if we can get this. Right, once you're happy with it, click OK. So it's just affected that. So next we want to add in some curves. So if we go down here and go up to curves, but we only want this to, if we leave it like this, it's going to affect our whole image. But we just want to make her a little bit lighter. So the way we do that is to hit the clip. So now it'll only just affect this image. So if we add a little increase it a little bit lighter. I don't need to change it too much. Bring it up like that. And if we want to just darken the background, all we got to do is just highlight the background, and again go down to here and go up to curves, and just to affect that background we hit the clipping, So we can go in, make it lighter, or make it a little bit more moody. So the light's coming in from this direction, hitting her, and this part is all getting dark. If we want to just to keep this bit dark and this bit light, all you have to do is go into the paintbrush, hit black, make the paintbrush a bit larger, and then you can start taking it out. So this bit still stays nice, bright. Increase the size of my brush. There we go, and then we can go back into the curves. We can increase the darkness, a bit darker. Go back. There we go. Make it a bit more natural. And play around with her as well. Double click on it. And add a little bit more blue. Let's try some red. Make it a bit more moody. It's looking good. So if you want to try anything else, it's always nice and handy to, like I said, if you got an old photograph that is everything's in focus, but you just want to highlight the subject, you can use this method. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial as much as I did creating it. Please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Any new Photoshop or Lightroom tutorials, or even the up and coming unboxing of a new product that I just got. Please subscribe to the channel, as this will help me to get out to a wider audience. So I'll say goodbye, and again, thank you very much for watching. Have a good one. Bye bye.